In a small, serene village nestled among the ancient mountains, there lived a young monk named Liang, whose heart was troubled by the tempest of emotions. Every day, as the sun rose, he would sit by the tranquil stream, pondering deeply about how one could attain a state of complete emotionlessness. His master, an old and wise monk named Zhen, observed Liang's quest with a gentle, knowing smile, aware that the journey Liang sought was fraught with complexities. One morning, Zhen approached Liang and asked, "Why do you seek to rid yourself of all emotions, my student?" Liang replied with a tone of desperation, "Master, my emotions cloud my judgment and hinder my path to enlightenment. I wish to be free from their grasp." Zhen nodded thoughtfully and proposed a challenge: for 7 days and 7 nights, focus solely on your daily tasks, without giving any thought to your emotions. Intrigued and determined, Liang agreed to the challenge, immersing himself in the monastic routines, from meditation to gardening, with unwavering dedication. As the days passed, Liang found his mind gradually calming, yet the undercurrents of his emotions still whispered in the depths of his heart. On the 7th night, as a gentle rain whispered against the monastery walls, Liang realized that his attempt to suppress his emotions only made them more persistent. He approached Master Zhen, feeling both defeated and curious, eager to understand the lesson that lay hidden in his failed endeavor. Under the moonlit sky, Master Zhen led Liang to the monastery's garden, where the air was fragrant with blooming jasmine and the sound of crickets filled the night. "Observe this garden, Liang," Zhen began, his voice calm and steady. "Notice how each plant, flower, and tree coexists, each with its own nature." Liang looked around, seeing the vibrant colors and diverse forms, from the sturdy oak to the delicate cherry blossoms, each contributing to the garden's beauty. "Your emotions are like this garden," Zhen continued, "each feeling, whether joy or sorrow, anger or love, has its place in the landscape of your being." Liang listened intently, his mind opening to a new perspective as he pondered Zhen's words, comparing his inner world to the harmony of the garden. "To become emotionless is not the path to enlightenment," Zhen explained, "rather, it is to understand and embrace each emotion, acknowledging its purpose." Liang felt a sense of relief mixed with confusion. He had always believed that emotions were obstacles, not realizing they could also be guides. "For the next week, instead of suppressing your emotions, I want you to observe them, like a gardener tending to his plants, with care and attention," Zhen instructed. The following days saw Liang embracing his emotions, feeling each one fully, yet not allowing any single emotion to overwhelm him. He began to notice a subtle shift within himself, a growing sense of peace and balance, as if he was learning the language of his own heart. As Liang embarked on this new phase of his journey, he found that embracing his emotions was far more challenging than he had anticipated. Each day brought with it a spectrum of feelings, from the joy of the morning sun to the sorrow of a wilting flower in the garden. Liang struggled to maintain his inner balance, often finding himself swayed by the intensity of his feelings, like a boat tossed in a stormy sea. He sought guidance from Master Zhen, who listened patiently and then said, "Remember, Liang, the key is not to let the emotions control you, but to acknowledge them and let them pass." With this advice, Liang practiced observing his emotions as if they were clouds drifting across the sky of his mind, present but not permanent. He learned to sit with his feelings, understanding their nature without becoming entangled in their grasp. This practice was not easy. Many times, Liang felt overwhelmed, but he persisted, remembering the serenity of the garden and its lessons. Gradually, Liang began to experience moments of profound clarity and peace, where his emotions existed but did not dominate his thoughts. He started to see his emotions as messengers, each bringing insight into his thoughts, actions, and desires. Through this process, Liang realized that the path to enlightenment was not about becoming emotionless, but about achieving a harmonious balance within himself. As Liang grew more adept at balancing his emotions, a severe storm hit the village, testing his newfound understanding in ways he had not foreseen. The raging winds and relentless rain caused great distress among the villagers, and Liang felt a surge of emotions, fear, anxiety, and a deep sense of responsibility. He rushed to help, joining the monks and villagers in safeguarding their homes and the monastery, his heart pounding with every gust of wind. In the midst of the chaos, Liang found his emotions rising like the stormy waves, threatening to overwhelm his sense of balance. He paused, taking a deep breath, and remembered Master Zhen's teachings, to observe and acknowledge his feelings, but not be governed by them. With renewed focus, Liang acted with calm determination, his actions guided by necessity rather than panic or fear. The storm raged on, but Liang remained steadfast, his mind clear, becoming a source of strength and calm for those around him. As the storm eventually subsided, leaving behind a trail of disruption, Liang helped in the recovery efforts, his heart filled with compassion and resilience. The villagers, seeing Liang's serene demeanor amidst the turmoil, began to seek his advice, sensing his deep understanding of the nature of emotions. Through this experience, Liang learned that true mastery of emotions comes not in stillness alone, but in the heart of life's fiercest tempests. In the aftermath of the storm, as the village slowly returned to normal, Liang reflected on his transformative journey towards understanding his emotions. He realized that each emotion he had experienced, from fear during the storm to joy in helping others, was an integral part of his growth. One serene evening, while meditating in the garden, Liang felt a profound sense of harmony, a deep connection between his inner world and the world around him. Master Zhen joined him, and seeing Liang's peaceful expression, asked, "What have you learned from your journey, Liang?" Liang replied, "Master, I've learned that emotions are not obstacles to overcome, but vital parts of our being that guide us towards wisdom and compassion." Indeed, Zhen responded with a smile, embracing our emotions with awareness and balance is the essence of true enlightenment. Liang's understanding had deepened, not only about emotions, but about life itself. He saw that life was a tapestry of experiences, woven together with the threads of feelings. He became a source of guidance and inspiration for others in the village, sharing his insights and helping them navigate their own emotional landscapes. His journey taught him that the goal was not to detach from emotions, but to live fully in their midst, with mindfulness and grace. And so, Liang's quest to become emotionless transformed into a lifelong journey of embracing life with a heart full of wisdom, compassion, and balance.